Pass. 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 Smash.
That came right off.
Yeah, once you do it and you start working it.
That's a big rack of ribs, isn't it?
St. Louis?
For $13.
Mhm.
And then this was 26. I'm gonna wash my hands.
No, that was only 12.
Was it? So when you prep it, you put the mustard on first, very first.
Yeah,
Right.
mustard's on first. That's your base.
And then,
And then you put your seasonings that you want on top.
so
Right
on
here.
Melissa's,
There's mustard, garlic, salt and pepper, paprika, and celery salt.
did you put any Myron mixing on there?
Yeah, I use
Which
some
one?
of the
Original? The steak rub? Myron Mixon steak rub. I made lights for Myron Mixon for his barbecue special for his first whole hog episode.
There you go. So,
And he sent me all this stuff right here. All kinds of seasons. And of course, a Myron Mixon grilling knife. Yeah, look at that. And then we'll leave that one alone because it has its stuff. And we'll see how that stands against something that we season ourselves. Load it up with maybe Mixon's original rub. Might be smart. Wild game rub, we don't need that.
salt, sugar, brown sugar, paprika, chili powder, garlic, chipotle, and a bunch of shit you can't pronounce that shit. So,
Oh,
it's
so
all
he-
basically the same.
Just with
Brown
little
sugar,
tweaks.
paprika, garlic. If you want a little hot in it, you put a little.
So you like to go heavy-handed with the garlic, and you do it on the bone side first.
Oh, yeah.
And then you'll flip it. Yeah, he sent me a care package because I didn't charge him for his light because he's famous. And he sent me a care package, hat, coat. Look, koozie right here. Pitmaster.
Mm-hmm.
Jack's Old South is his restaurant. Pitmaster Barbecue. He's the best barbecue purist, and then you have people that just like Flavor Town. And
Well, they want all kinds of weird shit.
yeah, I watch those barbecue shows. I used to a lot just to watch because they're fun to watch. And then you get some real uppity barbecue dudes, and you're like, all they want salt and pepper on the fucking thing. You know, and I'm like, bullshit. I want flavor. That's business. Explain it. Like, so you stick knife in, turn the blade,
Knife in, sharp side down. Create you a little
pocket.
flap. I like paper towel because it dries out that membrane quick.
So it doesn't slip out of your
And
hand.
it gives you something to grab.
Now, is there more? Yeah, there's more number in there. Right?
But you just-
We're good. Did you see the gray getting up towards the top?
Yep.
You like that? You don't open like that?
Yeah, we gotta start regulating the temperature. There's one rack.
What do you think, hon? It's our
Time.
first time smoking on the Oklahoma Joe Smoker Grill. This is gas side here, propane, burners. This is a smoke and charcoal. And there's a whole smokehouse down there. Ruin the smoke a little bit.
You gotta have a intake from the air to create a venturi.
The Venturi effect.
Yeah, see the smoke coming out?
First time ever using the smoker, folks. We only use the propane grill. My buddy Jason here's here to show me how to smoke my first rack of ribs.
Right now we're smoking.
And the ideal temperature is 240 degrees,
220.
220.
210, 220 for a couple hours, and then we'll wrap them and crank it up to 350, 400.
How do you crank it up?
Add more fuel and open up the air. All your ribs.
Now you don't want to open that.
No.
You just got to trust
Leave it
because you
alone.
see the smoke.
Leave them alone.
That's hard for me. And the temperature gauge is working. We just went from 100 to 135 in a matter of a couple minutes. When you're doing your pizza oven, do you soak your wood any on that? Or
No,
is that
'cause-
such a fast
No,
process?
because it's all about heat.
Quick heat.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Hey, AOK Product Reviews. This is Rich. Cheers. It's Friday, and I'm having a beer, and I am smoking me some ribs out here on my Oklahoma Joe Smoker Grill. Yeah, this is a really good deal. I got this at Lowe's a while back. I think I bought it online. It's fairly affordable, and it's a three-way. You can do propane on it, you can do charcoal, and you can smoke. Right now I'm smoking some ribs. My buddy Jason came over, and I'm gonna put some tutorials in there on what he showed me, because I don't ever barbecue. My wife does all the barbecuing typically, and it's pretty simple barbecuing, and we're gonna knock it up a stroke or two and do some smoking. So I'm smoking some pork ribs, and I've got just a basic flavor rub for my wife because she doesn't like over flavor. I like Flavor Town. And then there's a pre-rubbed one that I got, and I want to match it up with what we got. Cool thing about that is I make custom lighting, and I got contacted by, you may not know, but Myron Mixon, on Etsy. And I got a message from him, and I was like, no way. Is this Myron Mixon, the barbecue master, pit master? He's like, yeah, sure is. I go, whatever you need, it's on me. And I made him a light that he put in the top of his grill console thing for when he did his first whole hog competition in Carolina somewhere. He was tickled by the fact that I gave him the light for free, and then I modified for him. I think I sent him 2 lights just to make sure he was happy. And he sent me a care package with all of his rubs, sauces, what else? Hat, koozies. Look, I've got one of his koozies right here. And also this bad boy. Look at that thing. Now that right there is a barbecue knife. It's got a bottle opener right here. Look. It's got the little hook right here that you hook your meat so you can flip your meat. And of course it's a knife. I don't know the metal or the blade steel or anything, but it's pretty darn cool. So my wife just brought me out a margarita. Mango margarita. And I'm drinking today. Cook's beer. It's like a, I don't know, micro beer. 5% alcohol. Not bad. I'm drinking today. 3 racks of ribs on the smoker right now. And I told you I've got the kind of a mild rub for my wife. She doesn't like it super flavorful. Zipline goes Flavor Town. And then a pre-rub, just to see if it's any good. Because if we like the pre-rub as much as the others, why mess with all the other stuff? But I was telling you about Myron Mixon, and that was a pretty cool experience. You know, when he's a famous guy, but he's not famous like weirdo celebrities from Hollywood famous. He's pitmaster barbecue famous. To me, there's a whole different measure. So I'm learning this, like I said, because I don't barbecue much. And I am learning that you want to keep, it's neat though, this barbecue, this Oklahoma Joe's has these temperature gauges, and they tell you the smoke range, the barbecue range, and then the high heat range. Almost tells you what to do. But my buddy said, well, because he's going to come back and forth. He lives right up the street. And he said, keep it at about 220. And to control the heat, you want to, the smokestack is right here. Trying to get in the frame. It's hard. I'm learning with this gimbal. So yeah, it's got like this really nice free flow. But here's a smokestack. And then there's a vent down here. So the more you crack that vent shut, the lower the temperature will go. So you can control it. You can throttle the temperature. This thing doesn't, I've got to figure this damn thing out. Hello? Here we go. So, I'm on the other perspective of the grill, right here. So you can throttle the heat just by closing those vents. You want it to heat up. At the end, we're gonna wrap the ribs, and then you wrap it up in foil or whatever, and then you're gonna want to crank the heat up over 300 somewhere in the barbecue range, just under the high heat. I like this. I didn't think I was gonna like this. See, I don't like going out and flipping burgers. Never was one for working at McDonald's. But you know what? I wouldn't mind working at a barbecue joint. My buddy Ben has a place called Barbecue Shack here in Indianapolis, Westfield, Indiana. It's a cool little shack, man. And then he's got a shack behind the shack where he does all of his smoking. He works in the evenings and does it. He's only open like towards the end of the week. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I think. Sunday, maybe. And he has sides. He has a few sides. And he does ribs, brisket, I don't know, turkey. He doesn't mess with chicken, I know that. Telling you what, check him out right there, Ben. He's a funny dude too. He's hilarious. Me and a couple of my buddies went up there and just hung out with him one evening while he was prepping food, and just laughed and laughed and laughed. Now, yeah, it's Friday. Got the sea snake around my neck, and I'm going to be doing the giveaway. And I've determined the best candidate for this knife right now. There's a couple in mind, but it's Chris Hoel, Hoel, Chrishoel. I think it's Hoel or Hoel. I don't know. I can't pronounce these things. Sometimes I get it right, sometimes I don't. I don't really care either, because I don't know where he lives, but it's not that close, so he's not gonna come fight me or anything. Chris, congratulations. You're the winner of the Artisan Cutlery Sea Snake. Nice Warncliffe blade, jimping up here, G10 scales, full tang. Nice finger choil, really good. Showed you, big hand, nice grip. Now, I was jesting in my videos. If you watch part 1, 2, and 3, I just uploaded part 2 again. And I did a copyright check and got out the stupid music. You know, it's crazy the stuff they stopped these videos for. Some stupid song, and it wasn't even a popular song. It was stupid. It was like, I don't know. It was off my editing reel. I don't know. Reloaded part 2. Part 2 and part 3 are great. Part 1's just a slow roll into it. I really started rolling on part 2 and part 3. I had fun with that. That was just a good time, just talking shit. But Chris Hole, you're a member of the club. You're going to get a couple stickers. You're going to get a Ace of Spades bottle opener, stainless steel bottle opener. It's also a secondary passcode into the Underground Fighting Network here at the AOK Ranch. There's going to be a beacon in the sky one day. You're going to look up, and it's going to be like Batman, but it's going to be the Ace of Spades. And you're going to know, take that card, come to Indiana. It's got a GPS system in it, a tracking chip. It's going to send you right here to the ranch. Otherwise, you're not going to know where I live until then. And when you get here, there's going to be approximately 100 of us. We've got an underground compound with a fighting ring, and we're going to knife fight. You're going to have to bring this and the Ace of Spades. That's your membership. It's an elite group. It's an eclectic group. Yeah, I've got guys in there. Go back in the old videos and the messages and you can see they're all ready to rock and roll. I'll send that beacon out here someday. I'm not sure when it's going to be. It might be like end of the world shit too. We'll do like a apocalypse knife fight, underground knife fight in my oversized silo in the back 40 I have. Yeah, this thing's huge. It's like you could bullfight in that damn thing because it's going to be a bunch of us fat American bullfighters. We're going to be down there with our knives. You know, you're going to be down there with your sea snake. Chris Hole, you're a member. You're a member of the Underground Fighting Network. Knife Fighting Network. You'll get the message. You'll know. You'll know when you know. All right, I'm barbecuing some ribs. I'm drinking some beer. I've got a mango margarita over there. It's really thick, so I'm going to let it get a little thinned out so I can sip it through a straw. Right now, I got to eat it off the end of the straw because it's so thick and juicy. And then I'll probably tap in a couple more videos as this progresses. Let's see. You know what? I'm not supposed to open this up, and Jason's going to be mad at me. But I got to figure this out. Check it out. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, yeah. Just lost a little bit of temperature. If I know my buddy well, let's get this right. There we go. I'm learning. It just reset itself. If I know my buddy well enough, he's going to say, why is this temperature just a little bit low? He was a Marine. He's going to say, why is this temperature just a little bit low? And I'm going to say, I showed my followers, my friends, the AOK Nation, I showed them a peek of the ribs. I'm raising the heat right now. I just opened the vents a little. It's going to get the Venturi effect. Engineering going on here at AOK Barbecue Grill. Yep, Ace on Grills. Who would have thought? Because I don't grill. I do now. I'm a pit master. Myron Mixon, you better watch.